Useful rescue and emergency service. Very efficient bunch of people they are too. And here come the first task force of the weekend. A very impressive set of equipment for a part-time outfit, and we're going to stay with the venturers all day today, follow them around. If they get emergencies, we're going to go out with them. First thing in the morning, it seems as though we might have one. Where am I going? Well, in this one, Ken. Quick, Ken?
Yeah.
I hadn't finished introducing you and we're away. Where are we going?
Italy. There's a car overturned in the pond.
Oh dear, is there anyone inside it?
No, I've actually happened to try to phone the garage. All the garages were shut.
So, our job is just to pull it out, is it?
Yeah.
Should be able to manage that?
Yeah, quite easy actually.
Is this a typical job?
Yeah, normally we're out on the Solent area.
In the water?
Yeah.
And what sort of work do you do then?
Well, ranges anything from upturned dinghies to heart attacks.
It's in quite a messy state, isn't it?
Well, this is something that can easily happen to any motorist if they're not careful, especially in the New Forest with the ponies. Can we have a fire hose down here just in case? We've been in a forest area. If we have a leak of petrol, it would perhaps only need a spark as we pull the vehicle back over. We could have a forest fire as well. So this is a precaution we always take, is to bring a fire tender along with us to make sure that there's no spark.
Yeah, always be safe.
Rather be safe than sorry.
Sure.
Lads putting in the ground anchors now. They go in at a separate angle each one. So in actual fact, when you're looking at them under the ground, they're pointing in all different directions.
So they'll hold from...
This can hold a Centurion tank,
Yeah.
if the pins are put in correctly. Today we'll only need about 4 pins in, because we're only doing a very light pull. Kane, can you stand by the fire pump? We're ready to winch now. Go on then, start taking up the slack. The one and only danger of this is we must make sure that everybody's this side of the cable in case the cable snaps.
Right.
If the car was a more modern one, we would set another set of this tackle opposite. And as we winch with this one, we'd lower out with that in the other set.
Take it down
This
gently.
way will bring it down gently. But, Mick, could you bring up the winch cable now from the vehicle?
Right.
Can you take up the rest of this cable here?
Okay.
And we'll fasten him onto a good support underneath. Oh, we've got a towing hook eye already available. Whereabouts is that? That's it. That's the eye there. Oh, on the hat. No, on the eye. Oh, I've got you. That's it. That should be the manufacturer's towing point anyway.
Well, let's hope it takes it.
So now we'll start the winching process.
Right.
Inch.
We'd better move over then, I think, don't you? Right.
Now we ask him to speed up the winch at his own leisure.
Okay. It's the crunch point coming up
This
now.
is it now.
Oh,
Safely over.
Easy. Easy.
This is the marvellous thing about this piece of equipment. This is very good, sound equipment, and as you saw, it was good for the action. Start the pump! Wash the vehicle down, make sure there's no oil, petrol, or anything else before we take it on a road.
Yeah.
Because once a vehicle has an accident, it's possible that the petrol from the petrol tank or oil could ignite if there is a spark, isn't that?
Right.
So it's a precaution we normally always take.
Right. 11:30 hours. And Mrs. Waltham, she tried to miss a pony on the road. And a car ended up in a pond. She tried to contact a garage, B's garage, and couldn't raise him. So a friend contacted her and told us to contact us this morning.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What's that?
Well done, Ken. Efficient report. David, this is the control centre of the Venturers, isn't it?
Yes.
What actually happens up here?
This is the Harter network. We keep an eye on the Solent out there, looking for small boats in trouble or large ones. If we see anything, we talk over the radio to the Coast Guard and send one of our boats to it.
Do you keep a watch sort of all the weekend?
Yes, we're here from 10 o'clock Saturday morning until 6 o'clock on Sunday evening.
Can we have a look on the map and see exactly where we are, Ross?
There's the Beaulieu River there, and we're just outside the markers. Just there, past the boathouse.
Right, so you really have got a perfect vantage point, haven't you, for the Solent?
You can see a much greater area.
What about last year? What sort of number of calls did you have out?
We had 189 rescues last year, and we saved 9 lives.
Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? Do you specialise in different jobs?
Base, is this control? Go ahead, over.
Control, this is Base. We have a telephone message from Mr. Reeves at Warner Farm. An elm tree has come down across the main exit to the farm, and he can't get out to feed the cattle. Can the Venturers assist, over?
Affirmative. We'll dispatch a Land Rover straight away. Can we have a map reference, please?
Control, this is Base. Map reference figures 263088. All received, over. Roger, out.
Another job, David.
Prepare to go out to a fallen tree.
No cars coming at the moment then, Keith?
Nah, it'll be long for a while.
What do you have to do, actually?
Well, I've got to stop the traffic from coming down, and then I've got to send them to the left, up the hill.
Do you often get trees down that you have to move away?
Well, we do have them, but mostly in the winter, you know, after bad weather, you know, we get the storm and that. And there's people going through the countryside. A tree might come down on their bonnet, and then we'll have to just come out as fast as we can and rescue them.
Okay, you've got a bike to look after now. I'll go and help move some stuff. Expect she can come through, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Philip, well, that's a tree that's successfully moved.
Oh, good.
And now perhaps we've got a moment's peace, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm just making the coffee for the lads.
What a relief. That's marvellous. Well, sit down, and perhaps you could tell me why and how did you start the Venturers, Philip?
Well, as an organisation, we set out to prove that, given the opportunity and the training, youngsters could do things on their own. And this is the whole thing about the Venturers, is, as you've seen when you've been out with them, that a young 17 or 21-year-old lad can take charge of a team and go out and do a real job or save lives, and a chap like me just sits in the background and now makes the coffee and tea, having trained them.
That's great, and you've passed on your experience.
Yes, and other people's experience, like St John's or the Red Cross or the Forestry Commission, they've all helped with the training in the various aspects of it.
What age do you take people in?
Well, the actual rescue service starts at 15, but we do have a younger cadet unit from 11 onwards.
There aren't any girls in this troop.
No, we have got our minds open to bring in girls, but as you see, the facilities are very limited down here. You know, sleeping accommodation, the toilet, and so until we solve these problems, we've got to leave them out, but there is a plan to bring them in.
How many have you got in the adventurers at the moment?
We're divided into 3 watches of 12 on duty, with 12 lads each watch duty.
And that's the maximum?
That's the maximum we can really train, because an awful lot of training goes in, you know, seamanship, communications, tree felling, recovery of vehicles, winching, a lot to learn.
Do you find, actually, that you have more lads who want to join than you can take?
Yeah, I think this is the general sort of approach. I mean, we don't go out to get lads, we wait for them to approach us. In other words, they've got to have the initial initiative.